Welcome to Maruti Suzuki Devil Circuit Swift Challenge, co-presented by Lotus Greens. It's a race that requires physical as well as mental agility.
When I saw this invite, I wanted to challenge myself, and sports is like a passion for me. So I thought, let's challenge myself and let's see where I am right now.
We identified the best of guys who would be fit, and we all got together. And from there, the process was trying to fit our team together into the different restrictions that were set by Devil Circuit.
Each team will consist of 3 members with a mixed gender composition. The total age of all 3 team members must add up to 100 years or more. The weight total is also crucial. If there are 2 females and 1 male, the total weight should be 190 kgs or more. And if there are 2 male and 1 female member, the total weight should be 210 kgs or more.
Actually, I found it good was, you had this weight versus age criteria. So it was a very good to know that, okay, you will have people around your same age as well as the weight. So it's going to be a fair competition.
We're in Pune today and we have already seen a lot of action. Teams have given their 110%, but will their best be enough? We'll find out soon enough.
After we had said yes for it, then we realized that, okay, this is going to be some serious challenge.
When we walked into the course itself, we understood that the course was an indoor course. But the way it was laid out and the way the rope was looking and the way the rest of the stuff was made out to be, it was really looked very, very challenging.
When I saw the track, it was like, I have to do this or what?
Well, when I first saw the course, it seemed slightly easier because I have done obstacles before, but then when I actually went onto the course, it was actually not that easy that I actually thought.
Focus on what you are doing. The first obstacle. Do not think of any other obstacle that comes to your mind which is ahead.
Very excited actually, and I said, let's do it, and if I can finish it, that will be an achievement for myself. So that was my first reaction as soon as I entered that place.
This obstacle course is open to corporate teams all over the country. In case you're just joining us today, we are in Pune for the 3rd regional round. Half the teams have already run and set the best timings. Will the second half produce even better results? Chaliye dekhte hain. The course consists of 9 obstacles, 6 physical and 3 mental. The participants must finish the course in a maximum of 6 minutes. For every incomplete or incorrect obstacle, a penalty of 2 minutes will be added per obstacle. In case the participant doesn't cross the finish line in 6 minutes, a 2-minute penalty shall be added for each incomplete or incorrect obstacle. A further 2-minute penalty will be added for not crossing the finishing line. But there's another catch. The teams don't run together. Each participant will run in a separate wave with contestants from different teams. It's the cumulative time taken by all 3 team members that shall determine their ranking on the leaderboard.
When the bugle did go off for starting off, I mean, that's when your everything that you've thought of till that time actually comes in front of you. Right in the front was the walls that we had to scale over, and that itself was giving me a lot of feelings of, will you be able to make it?
The punishing barriers have 5 walls of varying heights. Contestants have to jump over them one after the other. The obstacle is designed to intimidate the contestants.
The wall, that really daunted me. I said, can I even climb over this? For me, the challenge was to jump over, and I thought, I don't know if I can make it. The first one, I slipped a little bit and I thought, oh my god, I should be slow. I don't want to break my legs.
First, that big wall, I slipped once, but then I could able to cross over, and then it was smooth.
climbing the walls wasn't a big deal. It was more to do with my stamina. Am I capable enough of completing this in 6 minutes? That was my first question.
Another wall was there that was like taller than me, so I just grabbed it and I was able to pull myself up, and so I thought I could jump over it, and I was easily able to do that.
In the second wall, I got a little jerk in my knee.
When I was clearing the second one, which was a 6 feet one, which is used to be my best when I was in the army, here the strategy that I used was a little different, and my shoes kind of slipped in the first one.
The wall I could see, thought it was simple, but that was the toughest obstacle at the end of the day.
After clambering their way over the punishing barriers, the contestants have come up to the vertical climb. Our corporate warriors have to climb a 12 feet high tilted wall by grabbing onto the holes. While they went slowly on the way up, the contestants do not have any such luxury on the way down. They have to slide down using either a rope or an iron pole.
The second hurdle, which was the climb one, I said, step, go up. I did not use the rope because I don't have gloves. So I used the pole and I came down.
The thought that I had was when I was climbing the Slane Troop, mostly was that you should do it slowly, you do it one time, you do it right. And that's exactly what paid off. When I went up the thing, I did not have even one missed little step on the Slane thing itself, while I saw that the people who were right next to me were having a little bit of trouble.
I was a little bit shaking that time because I was having little pain in the knee, and I completed the rock climbing, and I have also used the pipe to get down. Just wanted to avoid my hand injury.
I have a slight fear of heights. So when I went up and when I saw, I need to get down this, whirl down that pole, I was frozen for about a couple of seconds there.
Grabbing that pole, there was a certain level of anxiety that can you get down safe?
When you are trying to come down, that's when you come to know that it's an entirely different thing, and you are sitting on the arena trying to look at other people do it, and when you standing there and trying to go down the pipe. So I decided that I'll take the pipe because a couple of my friends had tried to use the rope and burn their fingers.
The first mental challenge is a jigsaw puzzle where contestants have to put together an image of a Maruti Suzuki Swift. But in the rush of the competition, many are opting to skip this one. But एक बात बता दूं, total timing में 2 मिनट अवश्य जुड़ेंगे.
The guys who did the best of the timings had skipped the puzzle. And we knew that there was a 2 minutes penalty if you missed any particular obstacle. So I spoke to Kavita, said that, instead of wasting 2 minutes, let's see if we can do it within 30 seconds or even say 50 seconds. Forget 2 minutes, okay, it's fine. We are going to save those 2 minutes. So it's like 2 minutes bonus for us if we are able to solve it within 2 minutes.
I was the first one at the puzzle, which was the next one. So I thought I'll give a little leisure time here for myself. I'll spend about 20 seconds trying to see if I can do something with the puzzle itself, because we had all thought that we'll not give too much time to the puzzle itself.
I completely ignored the puzzle thing because I didn't want to waste my time, and I was knowing people were taking more than 2 minutes to finish that.
Nobody around me even attempted that. Everyone skipped, and I could see people just passing by and going ahead. And I said that, okay, this looks easy. There were some 18-20 pieces which were to be rearranged into a Maruti Swift picture. So I started with it, and I figured out that, okay, this is not that difficult. Let's do it. But the moment you're doing it, your hands are shivering because you're nervous whether you'll be able to make the time. And you can see from one diagonal vision that somebody's already reached a mathematical course and he's waiting there. When I saw the puzzle, the jigsaws were not fitting in. So I had to actually press it very hard. And I remember that the last piece was still kind of on the top. So I had to actually smash my hand on it and press it down so that I don't get disqualified for putting a piece not in place. We did the puzzle as well in the fastest time.
The obstacles are tiring the contestants out, but the hunger to win is alive and kicking. At this stage, the punishing barriers and the vertical climb are posing serious challenge to all the teams. But the race has just about begun. Welcome back to the Devil Circuit Swift Challenge. So far, there is no clear winner on the leaderboard. The margin is slender. None of the teams can afford to take it easy. The teams that skipped the mental challenge ran towards the next obstacle, eager to make up for lost time. Too bad the laser cords are designed to slow down the run. This is a 30-feet structure interlaced with zigzagging ropes.
I was kind of worried when I looked at the thread that it might break off if I tried too much. So on the initial couple of threads, I tried to see whether it will actually hold. And when I understood that it was going to hold, then I had to just breeze through it.
I wanted to crawl through that laser thing with the rope thing, but somehow I could not manage that. I got entangled there. That became a bit of a sticky wicket for me.
In that maze, people were trying to crawl, and I saw that was one of the strategies that was working, that they could get in very easily if they were low, they were bending and they were actually crawling. So I worked it out and it was very simple.
The contestants are running up to the torture trenches, a 24-feet tunnel that forces people to bend their backs. But don't get too close to the floor, it really stings.
Never done the crawling part of it ever.
I did not know that I had the chimpanzee instinct inside me. I mean, it was very easy. A couple of friends had told me that never put your knee on the floor itself because it was kind of spiky and abrasive.
Where we need to crawl and go. There I kept in mind that I need to take care of my knee and hand both. So that also I crossed very fast.
Thought that it's pretty easy, but when I got in, the first step was the knee, so it was pretty spiky kind of thing. So I need to crawl through my feet. So I just crawled through the feet.
After the physical rigors, it is time for another mental challenge. Contestants have to solve a simple board mass problem. लेकिन ऐसी pressure situation में simple चीजें ही तो मुश्किल लगती हैं.
Maths was the simplest, trust me.
The math problem that was like pretty easy for me. I found it very easy.
Though I got the answer correct, I waited there a couple of times just making sure that I got everything right. So I did once, I did it left to right and then right to left and made sure that I got the answer correctly.
It was a very simple mathematical calculation, but due to the time and exhaustion, you couldn't figure it out.
We were pretty confident that we had all done very nicely, but you don't know, you cannot be too sure about the math puzzle. And when you walk out of there, you might actually be thinking that you have done the sum correctly, but you wouldn't know till the marks are up there.
In the next obstacle, contestants simply have to ring a bell. दिल की घंटी बहुत बार बजी होगी, आज आसमान की घंटी बजानी है. Let's find out 15 फुट ऊपर जाकर घंटी बजेगी या नहीं.
The most deceptive of the stuff on the course itself was the ladder. It was looking pretty easy to do and it was just a 20-feet climb. I would say, and you had to ring a little bell on it and come down. But once I got onto the second rung, I knew that it was not as easy as it was looking, because the rung itself was made of steel pipes and you don't have much of a grip on it. So that was really tough for a short person like me to make that kind of strides. But once I got onto the top, it was very easy.
I found it difficult to hoist myself up because strangely my legs just froze.
2 ladders at a time, 2 steps at a time. So I was able to pull myself easily up there and just rang the bell.
I went up the ladder, I rang the bell. Probably I came down 2 steps. I felt that my left leg is firmly on one of the steps. There was some miscommunication happened between my brain and something went wrong, I don't know. That ring also moved. I left my hand and I was like...
They're tired to the bones. They have been bruised. A dip in a pool should feel welcoming, right? Unfortunately for our contestants, the brain freeze is totally filled with ice cubes.
Water was the most trickiest part, because once you are exhausted, sometimes water is a boon, sometimes it's actually a devil's own bucket that you can think of.
People were walking actually after ringing that bell. So I thought, let's use that time. I ran that time and jumped into the ice pool. It was freezing. So I think my mind got freeze when I jumped into that pool.
Worried about the icy water in spite of being a swimmer. I said icy water might be a tricky business. The minute you get down, you have that feeling, you know, ouch. But then you can calm and just walk through.
When I saw the tub itself, I also thought that this is going to be a really tough one, and you don't know what all ice can actually do. My strategy was to stay out of the ice or get out of the ice as soon as possible. So I just took one big leap, ended on the other end of the ice tub, and as soon as my feet hit the bottom, I was up trying to get out of the tub itself.
The moment I dropped into the tank, I slipped and I was like, okay, this made my entire, my clothes got wet and it made me heavy. So when I tried to get myself up, it was not that easy when you were just trying to lift yourself over the walls.
And it was relief to get into water because it was so hot, and once you're in the water, the body really felt good. The water was a little scary because it was all muddy. And I have this OCD compulsion thoda sa. So when I saw the water, I said, utru, nahi utru, should I walk over it? But then I just jumped in and I froze for a minute. And I saw a lot of women who were slipping on their way back. So I said I shouldn't slip and fall right back inside. I didn't want that to happen. So I sort of rubbed my hands and then I hoisted myself, came out.
The end is in sight. Just one hurdle to go, and this one is a mental challenge. There are 5 locks and 5 keys. You need the right combination to go through. Who will get lucky and who will get locked out? Let's find out.
It was a luck. It was not lock. First key was there for me.
The strategy was like try all the keys with a single lock. But what was happening that I tried all the keys with a single lock, but the keys can go both sides. So I got pretty confused that okay, which lock will open or which key is working. All the keys are not working.
Unfortunate part for me was that lock didn't open. All the 4 locks, all the keys applied, the lock didn't open.
You had to have really steady hands to look at what all the locks that you could open. So I think my prayers actually were answered there. I tried the first of the lock with the first of the keys and bingo, it opened.
At the 6th lock, I felt, what if I have not tried properly on any of this 5? And if it does not work in the 6th, which means I have to go back again 5 and see if I have not tried it properly. So luckily it worked and the lock opened, and I finished first because a couple of the guys, they struggled at the lock.
the lock, my hands were numb for some time. I couldn't find which key, what, kya, kahan karna hai. And then somebody had said, "Okay, just put all the keys, on each of the finger and ghuma." But strategies don't work at that point of time. You just need to do what's best. And the minute I completed it, I knew that I wanted to do it again.
One by one, the contestants cross the finish line. The times are still being tallied. वैसे देखा जाए तो हर एक को अपने आप में एक विनर नजर आ रहा है. Of course, that's the feel of Devil Circuit Swift Challenge.
It was a good end to what we started off.
It was more to do with you're competing with yourself. How much are you capable and how much can you achieve?
But this whole circuit and the whole thing was a lot of fun. Trust me, it was a different experience. And I would say many more corporates should take part. And many more people who want to get into some activity which is not a routine activity must do it.
The final scores are in, and here's how our corporate teams from Pune have done. At number 5 is the team Cognizant, who finished the race in 18 minutes and 14 seconds. At the number 4 position, it is team Concentrix at 17 minutes 52 seconds. And team Premium Transmission is third at 17 minutes 37 seconds. And 2 finalists, जो दिल्ली जाएंगे हमारे साथ for the finale, are team PwC with 17 minutes 9 seconds and team Cybage, who have set the best time of 16 minutes 42 seconds. 32 teams participated in the Devil Circuit Swift Challenge in Pune. Cybage and PwC have emerged victors. It was a hard-fought battle. And for that reason, the victory is even sweeter. But the work for these two teams is just about beginning. They need to train longer and harder. Because when they step onto this obstacle course for the finale, they'll be facing the best of the best from across India.